The night I realized my family's secret. I've never told anyone this before, not even my closest friends. But every time I think about it, I feel like I'm living in a movie. This happened when I was 17. My mom was a nurse, always working late shifts, and my dad traveled a lot for work. So, for most of my teenage years, it was just me and my younger brother at home. One night, I came back from a late study group. The house was dark, except for a faint light coming from the basement. I thought it was weird because no one ever goes down there, we only used it for storage. I figured maybe my mom forgot to turn it off before leaving for her shift. But when I opened the basement door, I froze. There was my brother. Except he wasn't alone. He was sitting on the floor, whispering to someone. But there was nobody there. At least, not that I could see. He was holding out a plate of food, like he was offering it. I asked him what he was doing, and he jumped like I'd caught him stealing. He just said, "Go back upstairs. You're not supposed to be here." I laughed it off, thinking he was just being weird. But after that night, I started noticing things. My food in the fridge would go missing, not like a slice or two, but whole meals. The back door lock was sometimes unlocked, even though I was sure I'd locked it. And then one night, I woke up to the sound of footsteps in the hallway. Heavy footsteps. But when I checked, my brother was sound asleep in his room. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore. I confronted him, and after hours of me pushing, he broke down crying. He said, "I didn't want you to know. But Dad didn't really go on work trips. He never left. He's been living downstairs." I thought he was joking, but then he told me the truth. My dad had lost his job when I was 13. He couldn't handle the shame, so instead of telling us, he faked traveling for work. At night, he would sneak into the house, eat, and sometimes even sleep in the basement. My mom knew. My brother knew. But nobody told me because they thought I'd tell someone. For 4 years, my dad was secretly living in our house like a stranger. The next day, I went down to the basement when my brother was at school. And there he was, my dad. He looked nothing like if remembered. Beard, thin, hollow eyes. And the worst part? He didn't even look guilty. He just said, "Now you know. Don't ruin this for your brother." I've never felt my reality collapse like that. Everyone around me was living a lie, and I was the only one left in the dark. I never told anyone until now. But every time I go home, I can't look at the basement without shivering.